The sequel era in the Star Wars universe is arguably the most controversial period for fans of the franchise, with the film trilogy sparking ongoing debate over its storytelling choices and treatment of legacy characters like Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. The backlash to the sequel films has since died down quite a bit, with several new projects in the works for Star Wars fans to be excited about in the months ahead. However, the fandom remains divided, particularly over decisions in films like The Rise of Skywalker, and while new projects are unlikely to settle those debates, Star Wars is now returning to this era with an upcoming action-adventure game that recently received a major release date update, via Gaming Bible. According to a new leak from Wario64 on X, the highly anticipated action-adventure racing game Star Wars, Galactic Racer is officially set to launch on October 6, 2026. Additional details regarding the game's release have also leaked online, including pre-order details and deluxe edition contents. Based on the leaked info, players who buy the deluxe edition of Star Wars, Galactic Racer will receive 3 exclusive repulsor crafts and liveries, as well as 3 unique arcade events and a digital art book included with the physical edition. Pre-orders include 3 free liveries and additional player banners, and are expected to go live in the coming weeks. It's worth noting that the above details were announced preemptively by publisher Secret Mode and have since been retracted, and are therefore subject to change. It's worth keeping an eye out for an official release date announcement and pre-order window in the coming weeks, though it's unlikely the information will change much when that happens. Star Wars, Galactic Racer will take players back to the sequel era again, but in a completely new and refreshing way. It's among the most highly anticipated racing games, in general, and Star Wars games of 2026, developed by former Need for Speed and Burnout devs at the newly established Fuse Games. While the sequel era has been divisive for fans in the past, this new experience will place players in the lawless Outer Rim after the fall of the Empire. Star Wars, Galactic Racer will take fans to iconic familiar locations around the Outer Rim, including Hoth, Jakku, Endor, Tatooine, and likely several others. If you're a sequel-era hater who didn't find the film trilogy satisfying, Star Wars, Galactic Racer will likely be a much more gratifying experience. Pod racing is a fan-favorite feature of the franchise, and something players haven't had a chance to properly enjoy since Star Wars Episode I, Racer for the N64. If it's well executed and gets gamers hooked, Star Wars fans might finally be able to agree on at least one thing about the sequel era when Galactic Racer launches in October this year.